What is going on, everybody? It's your boy 4 Malone. So today, Pokemon Company Nintendo dropped a new gameplay overview for Pokemon Legends Arceus, about 13 minutes going over the game. So we've had a few trailers in the past going over what the game it kind of is, showing the world. We know it's going to be in the Hisui region, which is 100 years before the Sinnoh region as we know in Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, which we just got the remakes, bringing Diamond and Shining Pearl this last November. And those games were made by the ILCA developer working with Nintendo. Now, Legends Arceus is a Game Freak game, so this is the first time Game Freak is going to be doing a spin-off like to this big degree in a while. As you know, as a Pokemon fans, a lot of people we know we've been expecting or really just been clamoring for a Pokemon open world game for a long time. Now, Legends Arceus isn't the answer to our problems, to all the what we've been wanting for so many years, especially since the 3D era, the handhelds for Pokemon with the DS and now the Switch. A lot of people have questions on why Sword and Shield or even Sun and Moon, X and Y just kind of didn't, push the envelope, go across the boundaries of what we've been doing for so long. So looking up, really just want to go over this gameplay and see, I've looked at it earlier, I want to go over it again, talk to you guys, give it another look, see what's really going on with this game. I want to say I'm excited for it just as a longtime fan since forever. But there is some questions, a lot of comparisons to Breath of the Wild. But are we really going to get that? Well, let's see. One thing you do have to take note of, they did show in the top corner that this isn't final gameplay or the final build, which is odd for a game that comes out in about 2 weeks. And see, even looking at right here, guys, you see they're showing all the different environments we're going to be walking through. I mean, even like Breath of the Wild had a lot of open space where it really wasn't a lot to see, but it was a lot to explore at the same time. Now, the question I'm having is there really going to be a lot to explore in this game? Are there going to be secrets? Are there going to be secret caves, secret areas to really dig deep into? They talk about we're going to be crafting Pokeballs, we're going to be catching Pokemon. They're going to show here we're going to be mining ore with Pokemon. And you don't have to, in this game, it's showing you gathering items around the land. And right here is another showing of, how to craft a Pokeball in this game, the Hisuian Pokeball with apricorns and tumblestone, whatever that is. And also it shows what potion right here is 60 HP to a single Pokemon, Orange Berry, and a medicinal leak. So, which I'm appreciative of having crafting in a game. And it's also kind of a survival Pokemon game. So, because you can get blacked out, you will be fighting Pokemon. And as here, they're showing that different Pokemon like Bidoof act differently than a Starly acts. You're gonna have to either chase after some, you can kind of just run up to some Pokemon, and ones like this Shinx you're gonna have to be a little more aggressive with. They're more aggressive, and I like that because as a Pokemon fan of the anime back in the day and even a little bit now, we always saw that in the anime they didn't always like battle Pokemon to catch one. You just kind of have just run up on good luck or different, Pokemon or just, as animals or whatever you want to call them, they're going to act differently. Not all of them are going to be the same in terms of interaction and aggressiveness and things like that. And the battle system in this, which they do talk about later on, you're going to have the strong style moves and the agile style moves, which kind of, I guess, brings a little bit of depth, but how much is that really gonna, it's gonna change things, but the question is how much are we really gonna have to worry about one or the other? And are there going to be Pokemon that are just really better than the other? Like, what kind of stats are we going to be working with in this game? We are going to get experience points, as you see in the left corner, and even right here they're talking about aggressive wild Pokemon. So I'm curious with this Tangrowth right here, like how many of these are we going to get across the land? Is it going to be like one per area, or are they going to respawn? Like, are they going to be like that rare because they got the red eyes and whatnot? And that's another part of the survival in this game. You are going to be, when you do black out, you are going to lose some of your items, which is interesting. And there is a Pokedex, which it is goofy because they got around it being 100 years in the past from present time by still having they say like a mysterious device called the Arceus decks or whatever. And we're gonna be completing different side quests in this game. So right here it shows Pokedex progress report, species newly registered, research task complete, species with newly completed entries, total points earned. We're collecting no star member. Okay, so I don't know if they explained the stars yet. That's obviously gonna get built up with those research points, I guess. And then we do have the Hisuian forms. We're gonna be riding around, which we started getting ride Pokemon in Gen 7, I believe, Sun and Moon. This Weird Deer, which is a evolved form of Stantler, basically. Braviary, we're gonna be flying around with. And that's cool, but even right here, I mean, okay, this is an above shot. They showed earlier riding on Weird Deer. Are we really gonna, you know, once again, are we really gonna be able to see like cool stuff, or are we just gonna be getting to point A to point B on these side quests that we're gonna be on? And it's also interesting, if you go a little back, it shows right here you have 190 Pokeballs, but you can have a lot of Pokeballs in typical Pokemon games. You're riding on Basket Legion, which is the new form of Basculin. So I mean that's pretty representative of that. You're gonna need a lot of Pokeballs out here. And you see here where they're talking about Jubilife Village, which, you know, this is the main hub for the game. Game footage is now final. So in my question, they're talking about, you know, we're gonna be getting survey missions, preparing for excursions. Okay, we see the map. Skipping ahead a little bit. We do get our own little house in the village, which is cool. How are we gonna be able to customize this at all, really? They do talk about we are gonna be able to trade Pokemon online, which I don't think they say anything about battling across online, which is kind of interesting, but we don't really know what kind of competitive balance this game has either. Which I'm not, you know, the biggest competitive battler with Pokemon, but at the same time, but this game is definitely like looking, I mean, it's definitely looking more and more like a spin-off. Like I don't see like this game, I mean, we could do this again, but I definitely don't see a lot of this going into the main games. And are we gonna, you know, are we gonna care about the different people in the town, the village? Are we gonna really get like a lot of backstory? Or are we really just gonna be getting people tell us, you know, go out here and catch this Pokemon, thanks? You know, I want to feel like I'm really a part of this world that we're in, and not just, you know, the silent protagonist that just kind of goes from A to B. Like, are we really going to get some kind of depth in the story, which we don't really know a lot about? I mean, we know it's going to be, we're working with Team Galactic. Like, what's going to kind of be the catch? What's going to be the twist of it all? Obviously, there has to be somebody bad. And here we see you can do stealth, you know, go stealth on Pokemon, kind of sneak up on them. Kind of like other RPGs where you can get a sneak attack, get a quick hit in, catch people by surprise. And we're also seeing here, you know, up to what, level 50 right here. We got Luxray level 50 Electabuzz. I'm kind of wondering what's going to be the highest level we're going to see Pokemon in this game. Are we going to get like into the 60s like we usually kind of do? Here we go, you know, going over the agile style, which if you use agile, you'll be able to possibly do moves quicker. If you do strength style, you're gonna get a big hit in, but you also aren't gonna necessarily get as many turns. And even right here, it's kind of showing like you taking out Pokemon in like 2 hits. So how, I mean, it seems like battles are just really gonna be quick. Walrein going nuts with the rabies eyes. I'm pretty hyped to get a Raichu. I mean, of course, Pikachu's gonna be in a Pokemon game, but I love Raichu a little more. And we do get some trainer customization. Pretty sure we're gonna be able to, I mean, I would hope so. I would hope we get to still change skin tones and stuff, but of course they're gonna make you pay for things with a little money. Which I'm happy you do get to, you don't have to just stay in one outfit. But I feel like that's something with Pokemon. They just, I mean, they're doing like the bare minimum of customization in these games, which I don't know what I'm really expecting. But at the same time, you wanna really feel like you're the trainer and not just some face that only, some head that only makes like a smiley face the whole time, which has been the problem since X and Y, which even when something bad is happening, like your face stays the same. And this is kind of where I'm really getting interested too, is these noble Pokemon. So they're basically saying that on the main quest of the game, you're gonna be going against these Pokemon that turn gold, that basically they're in this weird frenzied mode, like this new form of evolved form Cleavor, which comes off of Scyther and Scizor. And you're gonna basically be fighting this Pokemon head on for many times of it, throwing this little magic dust they're showing in the corner. And they show us an infinite amount you get, so you're not even gonna have to worry about having enough supply. How, and how in depth are these fights gonna get? How hard are these gonna get? How many Pokemon are gonna be on the noble list? We're gonna get like 8 or 6. But you do get to fight with your Pokemon against the noble frenzied Pokemon, so you're gonna have to, it's a little bit of strategy. You're gonna have to take them down yourself for a while, then throw in your Pokemon, which why they're fighting that with the Psyduck, I don't know. Now this game does come out January 28th. The starters for the game are Cyndaquil, Rowlet, and Oshawott, which do kind of represent this time period with the type of Pokemon there are. I believe, like the Samurai and the Archer, and then I believe Cyndaquil, I'm not exactly sure, but like kind of the volcano situation, so they all kind of match up to the theme. Speculation is we're going to be getting new evolved forms of these Pokemon, which also, that would be pretty cool, Hisuian forms of these, especially for someone like Cyndaquil that, Gen 2 hasn't got some love in a while. And even Oshawott getting something cool, Gen 5, that's kind of, when are we going to get remakes for that? Let's not start that discussion, but it's going to be cool to see what they do with those designs. Now overall, I'm sitting here thinking, looking at this video, like I said, I'm excited. I'm not overly excited for the game. This comes out January 28th, so about 2 weeks from now. I'm going to end up streaming it. I have my opinions at a later time. I got to do that. This is one of the, as much as, Pokemon has kind of been stale, this is a major thing for Pokemon fans. Hopefully this puts us in the right direction. Hopefully we get to a more open world situation in the mainline games. What are we going to be doing for the end of the year? I'm kind of going to be talking about that later, because Pokemon not having a game at the end of 2022 will be odd. So we will see what happens with that. But overall, like I said, I'm excited, not overly excited. The graphics, I hope, are really, more polished on the final build. I'm excited to see the full Pokedex going forward. How in depth is the combat really gonna get? Are we gonna feel engaged in the systems? Are we gonna really be just doing side quests the whole time? Are we gonna feel connected to the characters, to the world, everything that's going on? Because that's something in Pokemon games you kind of can just, the story many times you just kind of take it or leave it. Personally, for me and a lot of people, it's all about Pokemon, seeing cool new things, seeing the areas. I really hope that we're going to be able to explore. And I'm not expecting Breath of the Wild, but I'm expecting to feel like, I'm a part of something. I'm really engaged in the area. I'm really going to find something cool, something different. Are you going to stumble upon a Pokemon you didn't think you were going to see in some random cave or forest? Who knows? We shall see. January 28th. I'm going to have my impressions up of Pokemon Legends Arceus down the road. Catch me on this channel, youtube.com/4eyesmalone. Check out my Twitch, twitch.tv, 4eyes_Malone. I will be streaming this other stuff too, like Monster Hunter, Halo, Destiny 2. Elden Ring's coming out. There's a lot going on, so check me out. Let me know what you guys think in the comments about Pokemon Legends Arceus. Peace.